Still on the thing.
No, it's good.
Oh, man, damn. I didn't even move it. Alright, y'all, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Too Much. Nah, man. Alright, for real this time, alright? Alright, for real. You ugly as fuck. My name is Too Much Rob, and this is our first official video. I'm gonna say a little bit about myself since it's my first. So my name is Rob. I go to IUPUI, but I'm taking a semester off. I'm 20. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. A little bit about what I'm gonna do for my channel. I'm gonna do story times, Q&A, smasher pass videos, challenges, 1v1 basketball videos, stuff like that. You will see my cousin in a lot of the videos as you saw earlier today. As you can tell by the title, it's about how I got suspended for NUDES. I remember this day like it was yesterday because I had just came to school 4th period. It was a good day. It was a Monday, and I came late because I had a doctor's appointment. So that's the only reason why I came. So I missed the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd period. So it was 8th period. I was in U.S. history class, and it was like the last 40 minutes. So in our class, it was really, really bad. And you know what I'm saying? It was like 30 kids in there. So, and the teacher did not care what we do. So if we got doing our work, then he just said we could talk, freelance, do whatever we want. So I was always done early, me and my buddy. So that's when Dean K had came to the class with 40 minutes left and said, "Mr. Whitley, please come with me real quick." I was like, "Yeah, I got you." So my buddy, he was sitting here. I'm gonna call him asshole because this nigga, what I'm about to tell y'all later, you gonna see why I called him an asshole. Anyway, so he came to get me, and we walked out. So I asked him, I said, "Hey, am I getting a reward?" He said, "No, you're not." So am I in trouble? Yes, you are in trouble. Stop playing with me, man. Stop. You better stop playing with me. Then he's gonna say something. "You don't know what you did you?" Nah, I really don't know what I did. So how the hallway was set up. So the 3rd floor was like the upperclassmen, which was sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Then the 2nd floor was where all the 9th graders and middle school was at. And then the 1st floor was like everything else that happened, you know, the front office, gym, stuff like that. So when we went to the 2nd floor, that's where Dean K's office was. I look so fucking trash. That's where DK's office was, but it was all the way in the back. So when we got to the 2nd floor, that's when we had seen 2 other deans. I don't remember their names, but it was 2 other deans that was that met us down there by the room. And then that's when, so I'm thinking we're going all the way down to Dean K's office, but no, we turned right and then we made another right. And we made that right. It was in the classroom where I had my yearbook class. So in my yearbook class, it started 2nd period. And remember, I did not come for the first 3 periods. So it was in the computer lab. So when we turned that right into the classroom, that's when I had saw like a whole bunch of middle schoolers like behind the computers. I don't know why they're behind the computers. I was oblivious to everything. So when I saw that, I thought that, you know what I'm saying, they were just like about to get to their computers. But then I looked over and I seen the computer that I usually use for the class. So I saw my Gmail up, and then I saw, you know what I'm saying, I saw something that, you know, that was insane. I saw some dick pics. But in all honesty, I didn't think it was me, because when I saw it, it didn't look like mine. I was like, hold on, like this ain't me. I got to laughing. So he asked me, he said, "This is your Gmail, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "This is your picture, right?" And I said, "Yeah." So you know the picture in the corner of the Gmail, like, you know, the circle, like that's what was there. And it had my full name and everything. So I was like, dang, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this because it's not me. But I looked closer, I said, wait a minute. That is me. Because that was me 9th grade year. When I was in 9th grade, I had my first phone. So I was acting out. I was wilding every fucking day. I used to send news to like girls like like all the time, and they used to send them back to me and stuff. So that's how I was 9th grade. But I grew out of that, and that was like 2 years before all that situation happened. When I saw those pictures, the first thing I wanted to do was, but I didn't do that. I stood up to him. I was like, I stood with my word. That wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. So they could tell I was lying because Dean K felt my heart and said, oh yeah, it's him, because his heart is beating real fast. When he said that, my heart started beating faster. So, you know what I'm saying, I was real scared. So by the time, we found out, like so by the time all that happened, we went to Dean K's office, and then, he sent me up for my suspension, 3-day suspension, and if they find out it was me, then I was gonna get expelled. So I was thinking about all the other schools I can go to, because I know they're gonna find out it was me. Like, it's obvious. But my face wasn't in the pictures, so it really wasn't obvious at the same time. So anyway, so it was 10 minutes left of class, and that's when I went back. So I told the asshole the whole situation, because I thought he was like, my buddy, but he was like all saying, but I never told him that it was dick pics. I told him it was like pornography, like, regular ass porn. So he was like, damn, that's messed up, man, that's messed up. I was like, yeah, man, shit happened. But that was the only person I told at the time. So then I went home and I told this girl that used to like me. I didn't like her like that, but we was always cool. So I told her my situation, and she was like, oh, that's messed up. So I told her, could you let me know? Could you let me know if you hear anything? So she said, yeah, she would do it. So Tuesday came, and then I asked her, do you remember that situation I told you about, about the suspension and the news? Do you remember any of that? She said, oh yeah. I said, did you hear anybody talking about it? She said, no, I didn't hear anybody talking about it. You're all good. I was like, cool, woo. So that means that, I didn't want that to be on my reputation. I didn't want nobody to know. Like, that's embarrassing. So then Wednesday come, I asked, did you hear anybody talking about the situation, that I told you the other day? She's like, well, I heard the basketball team talking about it. I said, man, motherfuckers finding out. Like, I didn't know, like, that was gonna happen. Like, I try to keep it as low-key as possible. But then I remember the asshole in the motherfucking beginning I told y'all about is on the team too. So, of course, that's how they found out, because I didn't tell nobody. So that's when Thursday came. And then I asked her, did you hear anybody else talking about the situation that happened? And she said, Rob, the whole school is talking about it. I was like, I was like, damn, what happened? I was like, how? I didn't tell nobody. But then I remembered that motherfucking asshole that sit behind me in class I had to tell people, I had to spread the rumor. So I was over here like, damn, now what I'm gonna do? I hope I get expelled. I'm not trying to have my face seen in the school like that, like, what the hell? So then, that's when Friday had came, and we went to the office, me and my parents, and then Dean K went to the office, and he told me that you're not getting expelled. He couldn't prove it was you. When I heard that, I was excited because I didn't want to get expelled. I didn't want that on my record. You know what I'm saying? So that was a plus for me. And then after that meeting was over, I had to go to first period. My first period, man, is all the bad kids in that mug. I'm telling you. Like, every class I'm in has got bad kids. But the asshole was in that class too. And we had a substitute, so I know I got it. Man, shoot, I got that for the next 2 years of my life until graduation. Even they mentioned in graduation. Crazy. So now, but this is how I got spread around the family. My cousin knows about that. He found out actually a week later that all that stuff happened. I didn't even mention it to nobody, but my cousin found out. So he about to tell y'all the story.
No, so every now and then, our family hold like a family like gathering thing, and like I knew about it from, you know what I'm saying, it's like my cousin said, it spreads like that, like within days, like, so I'm not expecting nobody to know. I ain't about to tell the family, you know what I'm saying, cuz got suspended for sending pee-pee pics and shit, showing his winky and shit. So,
nigga like this.
So I go to the family get to. Of course, his ass ain't there. Of course, I don't.
Fuck all that.
Of course, we don't see this nigga there. So I go, and my uncle, he's silly as fuck. Like, he's silly as hell. So he walks up to me. He goes, "Hey man, I heard." He got a little stutter and shit. He said, I heard Lil Rob got suspended for showing his Johnson. I said, whoa. Bro. I said, you heard what? He said, yeah, I heard this and that. So I'm like, who knows about it? He said, everybody know about this. I said, yeah, let me go. Rob. I swear to God. I was loud, bro. Like, damn, I'm sick as hell. Then my aunt, loudmouth ass, got the I heard Rob got. So then I asked her. Man. So everybody got the like, Rob got the no. So the whole family knew about that shit.
Like I said, like, and I swear, no one really knew the full story, the whole story, like what really happened. It was just a whole bunch of rumors.
Yeah, our family thought that like straight like Rob was just sending dick pics to everybody, so he just got suspended. Like
that's bullshit.
Nobody knew that it was old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they just thought that nigga was just walking around just showing his shit.
Dang, I forgot to tell y'all. So a white girl saw it, like a little white.
Did she start crying or something like that?
She started crying. So like, bro, she started crying. So then I was like, dang, for real? She said they was like, yeah, she could sue the school. She ain't never seen nothing like that. She in middle school. Like, man, motherfuckers at my school probably seen that shit when they was like 6 years old. Shit, motherfuckers was going 13. Shit, motherfuckers.
She going? You stupid.
I'm not going to that. I'm just saying, like, motherfuckers like 13 was busting it open, goddamn it. On my life. Nigga, nigga, my little niggas was 13 talking about some, I just hit this motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, you 13. Where you gonna go? So she said, but she was crying and shit. I was like, man, like how did all this happen? Like, that just made me even feel more bad because, like, they could sue the school, then they get in trouble, then that make me get more trouble. So that's the end of the story. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you will be notified when I post. Also, follow me on all my social media. It will be in the description below.